In the endless noise of the 21st century, a new kind of poverty has emerged. It's not a poverty of resources, but a poverty of silence, a poverty of self. We live in a state of constant connection. Our minds are colonized by notifications, by the opinions of strangers on the internet, by the curated perfection of other people's lives. We are rarely, if ever, truly alone, and we've been taught to fear it. Solitude. The word itself feels heavy, doesn't it? It conjures images of loneliness, of being unwanted, of being left behind. We have become so addicted to external noise that the sound of our own thoughts can feel deafening, even terrifying. But what if this fear is a grand deception? What if the very thing we are running from is the source of the strength we desperately seek? The pioneering psychologist Carl Jung, a man who dedicated his life to exploring the deepest realms of the human psyche, understood a profound truth: the path to becoming a whole, powerful individual is not found in the crowd. It is found in the quiet, courageous act of turning inward. In this video, we will journey into the heart of Jung's most transformative ideas. We will dismantle the myth that solitude is weakness, and instead reveal it as the ultimate tool for building an unbreakable mind. Stay with me, because what you are about to learn might just change the way you see yourself and the world forever. So why this collective flight from solitude? The reasons are buried deep within our psychology. From an evolutionary standpoint, being part of a tribe was essential for survival. Banishment was a death sentence. This ancient fear of being cast out still echoes within our DNA. We are hardwired to seek social approval, to conform, to belong. This is the power of what Jung called the collective unconscious, a shared pool of instincts and archetypes inherited by all humankind. Our fear of being alone is not just personal, it's ancestral. But in the modern world, this instinct has been hijacked. Corporations, social media algorithms, they are designed to exploit this need. They create a phantom tribe, a digital crowd that offers the illusion of connection without the substance of true intimacy. It's a system designed to keep you distracted, because a distracted mind is a profitable mind. Even more profoundly, we run from solitude because it forces an encounter with the shadow, Jung's term for the parts of ourselves we deny, repress, and hide from the world and from ourselves. Your insecurities, your hidden shame, your unfulfilled desires, your secret resentments. These are the ghosts that live in the silent house of your mind. The noise of the outside world acts as a constant anesthetic. We use it to numb the discomfort of our own inner world. Binge-watching a series is easier than confronting our career dissatisfaction. Scrolling through endless feeds is easier than facing our feelings of inadequacy. This is the great escape. But every escape comes at a cost. The longer you run from your shadow, the larger and more terrifying it becomes in your periphery. So if escaping is the problem, what is the solution? Jung didn't offer simple fixes, but a profound process. He called it individuation, the journey of becoming an individual whole and undivided. And solitude is the sacred laboratory where this process takes place. Let's break down how this transformation happens through three key stages. The persona, from the Latin word for mask, is the version of you that you present to the world. It's the good employee, the dutiful child, the funny friend. It's a necessary tool for social navigation. But the danger, Jung warned, is when we mistake the mask for our actual face. In the constant presence of others, we are always performing, always wearing our persona. We get our sense of self from the reflection in their eyes. Solitude forces you to take the mask off, and at first it can feel like you are nothing. This is a crucial, albeit uncomfortable moment. It's only when you shed the roles you play for others that you can begin to ask the most important question: who am I when no one is watching? Solitude strips away the external validation and forces you to build a foundation of self-worth from within. As we discussed, the shadow emerges in the quiet. This is the work. It is the most difficult, but also the most rewarding part of the journey. In solitude, you can no longer blame your bad mood on traffic or your anxiety on your boss. You have to sit with the feelings themselves. Integration is not about destroying the shadow. It's about bringing it into the light of consciousness. It's admitting to yourself, yes, a part of me is envious, or yes, a part of me is capable of great anger. By owning these traits instead of repressing them, you take away their power to control you from the dark. You become more honest, more complete. As Jung famously said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. True strength is not the absence of weakness. It's the courage to embrace your entire self. Beyond the ego, beyond the persona, beyond even the shadow, Jung believed there was a core organizing principle in the psyche: the self. The self is your true center, the totality of your being, the inner God image. It is the wise, calm, and unshakable part of you. The ego shouts, but the self whispers, and you can only hear that whisper in the silence. Solitude is the act of creating a space for the self to emerge. Through meditation, deep thought, or simply being in nature alone, you can start to connect with this deeper intelligence. This connection is the source of true resilience. When you are anchored in the self, the storms of the external world, criticism, failure, betrayal, can still happen, but they can no longer sink your ship. You have found a harbor within. This all might sound abstract, but the practice of solitude is incredibly concrete. It's not about moving to a cabin in the woods for a year. It's about weaving small intentional pockets of silence into the fabric of your modern life. Here is how you can begin. The input fast. Start with 1 hour. For that 1 hour, you consume nothing. No podcasts, no YouTube, no music, no books, and most importantly, no phone. You can walk, you can sit, you can stare out the window. The goal is to stop the constant flow of external information and allow your own thoughts and feelings to surface. Observe them without judgment. This is mental decluttering. The art of the solo expedition. This is different from just being alone. This is about actively and intentionally doing something by yourself. Go to a cinema to watch a film you want to see. Visit a museum and spend as long as you want in front of a single painting. Take a train to a town you've never been to and just walk around. This teaches you to be your own companion, to rely on your own senses and curiosity to create a rich experience. The unsent letter journaling technique. This is a powerful way to converse with your shadow. When you are feeling a strong negative emotion, anger, jealousy, sadness, take a pen and paper. Write a letter to the person or situation that triggered it. Be brutally honest. Do not censor yourself. Swear, cry, confess. Pour it all onto the page. And then, you don't send it. You can burn it or tear it up. The purpose is not communication with others, but clarification for yourself. It is a way of making the unconscious conscious. Engage in monotasking. Our brains have been rewired by multitasking. The practice of monotasking, doing only one thing at a time, is a form of active meditation. When you wash the dishes, just wash the dishes. Feel the warm water, see the soap bubbles. When you drink your coffee, just drink the coffee. Taste its bitterness, feel its warmth. This pulls you out of the anxious chatter of your mind and into the present moment, which is the gateway to deeper solitude. Embracing solitude is not a rejection of the world. It is a recalibration of your relationship with it. You will find that after spending meaningful time alone, your time with others becomes richer. You no longer seek them out to escape yourself, but to genuinely connect. You can listen better because your mind is not cluttered with noise. You can offer more genuine advice because it comes from a place of inner clarity, not social pressure. You will build what the philosophers called an inner citadel, a fortress of the mind that cannot be breached by external chaos. You will stop living a reactive life and start living a deliberate one. The journey inward is the most important journey you will ever take. It is not easy. It will ask for your courage, but the reward is immeasurable. It is the reward of self-knowledge, of inner peace, and of an unshakable, authentic strength. It is the reward of finally, truly meeting yourself. If this exploration of the human psyche has sparked something within you, consider subscribing to join our community of deep thinkers. And for our first conversation, I ask you, what is one small step you will take this week to embrace solitude? Share your commitment in the comments below. Thank you for dedicating your time to this journey. Be brave, be still, and discover the power you hold within.